Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gwendolyn. This is going to be season 2, episode 2, where we're going to Wyoming, the brown. I'm pretty sure it was like free range browns or something. But I also am very I loved Wyoming as a kid. I'm a little surprised that we're in Wyoming because I'm pretty sure that used to be like a summer activity. In the last episode, we had just started school around that time. So I wonder if we just didn't have any content for forever. And it makes me wonder if this episode might also talk about some stuff with the whole being kicked out of Utah. Because the last one was 40 minutes, just like, you know, the intro and extra outro episodes, but this episode is also around 40 minutes despite the fact that the rest of them are about 20 minutes each. So I'm wondering if this will have more content than it just is saying, and maybe we will see some other things that are happening in Wyoming as well.
We just went public and a lot of things have happened.
Really just jumped right into it. So it is more than just going to Wyoming.
So we want to get back to the dirt, back to normal, and we're going to go back to my dad's ranch in Wyoming and play cowboys.
Cute! I'm so excited. I love riding horses.
When we get to Wyoming, we're going to repaint my mom's house.
Oh my gosh, we filmed that?
And then we're also going to help my brother-in-law Tim on a cattle drive.
As a kid, I mixed up Tim the producer with my Uncle Tim. So when people were saying like Uncle Tim, a lot of the time I was thinking of the producer.
Is that all of your stuff? I hope you have a different outfit every day.
3 times a day outfit change.
You do not.
She was obviously joking, right? Was she not joking? She was joking, right?
It's really busy for me right now, so I couldn't get away. So I'm gonna work one more day and then Cody and I are gonna go out.
Yes, working woman. Oh my gosh, the cinnamon bread. We got that from, or no, I think it's cinnamon, but we got that from Wyoming as well. It's like swirls of cinnamon and bread. It's slapped.
My kids have never been up to the ranch before. They're used to Montana, where we used to live.
Montana. Whenever you go somewhere that like looks a little tree, they're always like, this looks like Montana.
I guess we'll see what they think.
It's funny to think about, or it's funny to witness.
Get us out the door at like 4:15.
So 6.
We have really tried to shelter our kids from pressure from the media or from the investigation.
Creep.
We don't want to put it on the kids.
No.
That's so healthy. Try not to get their kids exposed to that. I'm excited to see when my dad starts curling his hair.
Leaving that behind. The kids relax.
That's emotionally tough on a kid.
Robin's driving this one, and I'm driving the other one.
And I'll drive the car.
Maddie's hair looks magical.
First time.
I love the sound of that tick in the engine.
I'm thinking it'll be something like 12 hours then.
Yeah.
I want my alone time. Would you all leave now?
Such a loving husband.
Now we are off. Wow, so it's like 6 o'clock, 2 hours late.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about it. The cameramen totally have to be sitting like in the cars with them, all like snuggled up and stuff. That sucks. Poor guys.
Kids are starting to settle in, and the car started just making this horrible noise.
My dad manifested that.
I love the sound of that tick in the engine.
And I look, and there's all this smoke coming out of the engine.
The radiator fluid was just everywhere and it was steamy.
Logan's so freaking adorable and intelligent. He's like, it's the radiator fluid.
We were stuck on the side of the road for about 3 hours. We weren't even an hour away from
Oh,
home.
yeah.
That is just freaking rough.
We dumped the fluids in. It was pointless.
No resuscitation.
Resuscitation. I love that word.
Leave it to us to have drama, that's for sure. We ended up getting a rental van.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I think the show probably, I don't know this for a fact, but when I'm thinking about like paying for a rental, the show likely had to pay for that because they tended to, from my memory, pay for things on the camera.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's hit the road.
Okay.
Let's do this thing finally.
That's amazing. Not them getting a plig van.
We got a tow truck to tow it back.
Oh my gosh, the motorcycle is so much fun.
Find out what the diagnosis is.
The motor shop.
That's so unfortunate. So many bad things happen on the show.
What's it gonna cost me? Maybe I want to be sitting, maybe I want to fold my arms so I don't reach across the counter, you know? I'm messing with you.
That's funny.
$5,163.69.
Wow.
On the bright side, it is 69 cents.
Yeah.
That's insane. I wonder if he was swindling him.
I've just got to talk to the family.
So I'm thinking we're done and we just have to get a different car.
Oh my god, I'm so cute. I don't think it's worth it to spend $5,000 on a car when you could just buy another car for $5,000. And it'd probably be just as good.
Oh my gosh.
Photo taking opportunity.
All right, that's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
That poor thing. She said, I have trauma. That's hilarious.
Everybody put your hands in a Y. For Wyoming.
Wyoming is a W, Robin, not a Y.
This is insane. I was like 8. I remember so much. I feel awesome remembering this stuff. It feels so good to remember my childhood.
Janelle and I had to work. They all left the day before we did. We had Hunter go with us as well. He had football practice. We've never left on time before.
Correct.
My mom and dad bought this ranch, developed acres and acres into actually good farmland. While I was serving a mission,
Aw, wait, that's actually an adorable outfit.
my parents adopted a polygamist faith. So I think my mom was a total force behind my dad coming into the polygamist lifestyle. The matriarch.
Isn't that crazy? He's so like not patriarchal, and like now he is, or like wanting to be. I think it's lovely that they're like, yes, powerful women.
Cody and Janelle got there just about an hour after we got there.
3 days of driving to get here.
I love how obsessed Isabel is with Mary. Oh my goodness. Not Brianna running up and hugging her. She was like, I know exactly what to do.
So my dad has retired from managing the ranch. Dad's 75.
Now it's Uncle Tim.
It's not easy to get back in the saddle all the time at that age.
He's probably like, who are these random children?
Oh, here we go.
His body is broken down because of all the years of extremely hard work.
What a kind thing to say.
My parents have been willing to let us come up to the ranch in light of everything going on.
Oh my gosh. I freaking loved that area. One of the most recent times I went there, which was like years ago, they got rid of the swing, and I was so sad to see because I loved it so much. It was so much fun to be in Wyoming in the ranch.
When I actually talked to Janelle a little bit about us coming and visit, she was a little bit nervous. She knew that we needed to be able to get back to our roots, basically.
It's kind of like outing my mom and my dad as well. That's my mom, though. My mom would fall on her sword for me.
Sweet. Grandma Janelle is an angel, and she's perfect in every single way. And every single time it's your birthday, she will send you a card that she specifically personalizes. That's like the history of like one person, or it's a very personalized card. Maybe one time it was like the last family photo where they all took together. And it's amazing. It's so sweet and very sentimental. I'm so excited to watch us paint the barn or house. That was fun.
We're also going to help my brother-in-law, Tim, drive cows to a corral where we're going to separate the calves and vaccinate them.
That's so funny. They vaccinate the cows, but not their kids.
No, we don't want to cover and paint. We just want to paint my house, not each other, okay?
I'm pretty sure that Grandma Janelle tells a story about her youth this trip. Maybe it's another trip though. That was fun. I was useless, so it was fun.
We bought this house and it's never been painted. We don't have time to do things like painting.
Isn't that what happens? It's all over. You're a mess.
I know.
Use the brush.
Paint your face.
You have one job, and it's not to paint each other. Oh my goodness.
We were really excited to have Robin come into the family.
I wonder if they had to like make a new set in Wyoming, or if they brought them down to Utah.
What's hers is mine, and what is mine?
Mine is also mine. Yep.
Mm.
Oh, poor Grandma Janelle. She's like, I tolerate this boy. She's so sassy. My dad doesn't notice that she's sassy because she's like perfect angel around him, but she's sassy when he's not around.
Most of my family was appalled when I made the decision to join the faith. The only exception is actually my mother to support me, so she came with me to visit the family.
She found love.
She made the conversion to the faith, and then she actually married Cody's dad.
It's weird unless you're used to it. So it's not weird to me, but I see a lot of people thinking it's weird. I was named after Grandma Janelle. My name was Gwendolyn Janelle Brown, by the way.
They got married about 3 months before Janelle and I got married.
I was gonna be named after one of my grandma on my mom's side, but that grandma specifically was like, don't name anybody after me because her name was like super ugly. It was a German name. German names are beautiful, by the way. Ich liebe Deutschland and stuff. But she was like, do not name any children after me. So I was named after my dad's mom. And also, Gabe was named after Grandpa Wynn.
She just is a delight to be around.
Just a matter of circumstance.
It was just love, love, power.
Uncle Tim is one of the most intimidating people.
Want to go watch wrestling? You know what wrestling is?
Do you know what wrestling is?
It's not the back seat with a girl. That's wrestling.
Funny, and you can almost never tell when he's serious, but his humor is serious.
Dry humor.
Can we have all the kids do the cattle thing for a while?
They can. This is the difference between your ranch life growing up and mine. We don't scream at cows. We don't hit cows.
We're nice to the cow.
I love that even though he's like an in-law. He inherited the farm. I think that's great and very community.
Kids fall off horses, they break arms. We're nice to cows.
Tim's new style of managing.
He wasn't gonna stretch
take
him out.
it easy.
Good stuff. Animal care. Taking good care of our bebas.
So we saddle up the horses at the main ranch house, then we load them in
Oh my gosh, he was totally showing off for the camera. This whole time, absolutely showing off. I think that's Samuel.
Now, let's go!
That was an incredible whistle. I think my dad might be a little intimidated, like masculinity-wise, by Uncle Tim, because I see him being a little bit more forceful. Like as we're watching it. Oh my goodness. That was this episode? Coming up scene. Spoiled it for myself. I won't spoil it for you. Somebody dies.
It's like riding a bike. If she bucks, you try and jump off before you're thrown.
Totally like riding a bike. That's hilarious. That was a funny joke. I hope.
Hey, Hunter, natural.
This is so cute. I never got to ride a horse on my own. Not until I was older, but this trip I wasn't allowed to. I had to beg one of my cousins to pick me up and let me ride with him.
We don't want to be all excited and wild.
I love that me and Aurora are walking together. Or not anymore, but yeah.
Aurora and Brianna were riding and they were having a blast. They love horses.
They got to ride the horses. This is bull.
Because the terrain is so rough.
I'm getting really uncomfortably close to those animals. I do not remember getting that comfortable.
Trying to get them to go down this draw.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, this makes me want to ride a horse again so bad. It takes all of my willpower not to buy a horse. And like, I can't afford a horse. I can't take care of a horse. Their poops are massive.
That's why they went the ranch life every summer. And I want my kids to go up there.
I mean, she did. She let us go up more often. It was amazing. I loved going up into the summer. Oh yeah, you'll see me. I'm on the horse with somebody in a little bit. Am I on that horse? Oh yeah, I remember. They told me I couldn't move it. They were like, okay, you can sit on the horse, but you better not move it. So I just sat there all sad. I really wanted to ride the horse on my own.
Back at my mom's house, Janelle and my mom were cooking up dinner to bring out to the ranch hands.
But yeah, they're right next to each other. I would get lost so often in that farm. Just like looking, I'd be like, do you know where Grandma is? And I mix Grandma Janelle and Grandma Cheryl up all the time. And so they'd be like, go that way and go this way. And I was just always lost. It was terrible, but also very enjoyable, and I don't regret it.
Speedy Gonzalez. Win, you want a baked potato tonight?
Is that my name? Oh, Win.
The kids eat just about anything I put in front of them. My only problem is fixing enough.
They're so cute. Oh my god. See, they're actually very close to each other.
I see in them what I have here with my sister wives.
Now a little bit more.
That was so much fun. Oh my goodness. I freaking love watching this so much. It like brings the memories back.
The kids were out riding horses. Everybody was having fun. One of the horses was acting up, and we told the kids not to ride it.
Oh.
A few minutes later, we see
Disobedient.
Mykelti's horse come running back, and not Mykelti.
That's what happens when you're disobedient.
And Mykelti comes flying up in the air. She flies to the side. She comes down on her hip. And hell, you don't know if something's broken.
So much drama. I'm going to avoid looking at this because that looks very entertaining and I want to... Oh my god, it's over already. Yes, get that big jump. Girl boss. Oh.
Out of her breath. She's still crying. She's still in pain.
I wish they'd have created a, like, artistic rendition of what happened. That is so unfair. Gabe gets to be on a horse and not me. What the crap? That was a lot of things. They would always let Gabe do things and not me. And I'd be like, can I do it in 4 days? And they'd always be like, yep, you can do it in 4 days. And they would not let me do it in 4 days because he's 4 days older than me. It was bull crap. Did he just like pop it into place by hitting her leg? Ooh, I hope it's just a bruise.
I have to get on this horse or it becomes a problem. You can't get away with being naughty.
Be broken, just like the movie Spirit.
No, you back away. You know what, Gwendolyn? Gwendolyn, I said back away now. Don't get near this horse.
That's so real. I said I'm friends with danger.
Cheryl's a nurse. Take a look at her and see what she thinks.
No, they put a camera right in her face. I would hate that. I feel so bad for her. She's like in so much pain and there's a camera right in her face.
You hit on this side. Okay, does that hurt when you push hard with your...
Are we not broken?
I didn't think there was anything broken, and I told Christine that, but I felt like there was just something out of line.
The sucky thing is it's hard to go to the hospital because the insurance and the money was really hard back then. So going to the hospital was oftentimes a dangerous thing to do.
As a nurse, I'm certainly not a diagnostician, but I felt like she needed an adjustment to get back in alignment.
We're gonna take Mykelti to see the chiropractor.
The chiropractor. Oh my God.
She stayed in the car. She didn't want to move very much. Boy, Isabel, I think we're about ready to go.
We told her and she decided to disobey. So
I want to say I told you so bad.
it's a very hard way to
But I'm not.
these guys out.
That's literally what I'm thinking. Like, you're not supposed to do that. No wonder you got freaking tossed off a horse. Oh, she's okay though. I think it's funny that they are taking her to a private chiropractor, and like I could just be like completely biased in saying this, and like maybe a chiropractor is a good idea, but like in my head I'm like, of course they went to a chiropractor instead of a real doctor, because like chiropractors, they're like the big deal in our family. Like, you have any issues, they're like, chiropractor.
Basically what we had to do is we had to get all the cows to the corrals and then put them through a chute so that we could vaccinate them so they don't get sick.
It's crazy. I remember that. I'm so happy I'm watching this. It really helps me remember things. I guess this would be a great therapy for people who have a lot of lost memories. Just film. Just go back in time and film it, and then you'll remember.
Hunter was behind them, pushing them up.
That's so cute. Look at them being little cattle hands.
I was holding the cow's head and putting the tag on so we can identify him at market.
And we finished up the cattle drive, and my mom Cheryl brought us dinner.
Workers go first, okay?
Makes sense.
Okay.
I want to go. Grandma Cheryl is usually so quiet and laid back.
Thank you.
The chili is...
There is a bonfire. I was trying to help with the cows too, but I wasn't allowed to. Gabe was though. Probably because he had more experience though, but I'm still offended.
That was funny. He's the best chiropractor in the world.
Mykelti, did you break anything?
No, but my hip came out of place. Maddie kept telling me not to get on the boy horse. So I got on the horse just to prove her wrong. Which really didn't work, actually.
Which really didn't work, actually. That's so funny.
I had a pretty fun day.
Cows are annoying.
Wait, get the horses home, unsaddle, let the cows out,
And go to bed.
and then go to bed.
That's adorable.
Robin stayed with my mom.
Just to kind of get to know her better.
Cute. I love the effort. I love seeing the effort.
I stayed with my mom, and my kids were with me. Some of my kids stayed at the ranch, but Mary and I also got hotel rooms.
That is so like my mom. I was the one that stayed at the ranch too, and I regretted it afterwards, and I was like, I miss my mom.
They're amazing. Those are biggest armfuls ever.
Did you take these leaves home?
No.
And get them painted.
Fun.
Oh, the poor doggy got attacked.
Hunter boy, come here. Tell him to get his butt over here.
I think this is wonderful. I don't even have a paintbrush, so I can't do it. That's fine.
Oh, she's so cute.
It's going really well. I'm really glad to be getting this done for Jill. She deserves it. She's a great lady. She's done a lot of good for people.
Cute. I remember that everything around us, when Isla and I were like painting, and everything around us was like nearly done, and they were just letting us have our little moment in this small corner.
They had an opportunity to tell the world. It took a lot of courage. I tried to hide my lifestyle for a long time. It's no good because you're not being honest, and they have been.
The kids have been working really hard, so we're going to drive over to this big rock, do some climbing, let them have a good time.
No, I don't remember the climbing, at least right now.
Okay, kids.
I do remember the climbing. I now know. Pretty sure we had spray paint or something.
Brianna, stop.
Robin, she'll be fine.
Cody.
I do remember this. Tim, the producer, at one point wanted to take a rock and like write sisterwives or something. And he was like, my wife is very much an environmentalist, so I can't, because she'll see. I guess I do remember it a little bit.
My mom loves us very much, so she wants us to be protected.
I'm just more casual as far as parenting styles. You know what? Kids are going to get hurt.
I love that attitude. It might be bad, but like, and I know that being like, I turned out fine is typically not always good evidence, but I feel like I turned out pretty well because of it. Like, I'm not a little emotionally needy. Oh, Logan's so cute, keeping an eye on his sister.
We look after the little kids, but we
Oh my God.
learn for themselves. If they're going to do something stupid, they're going to learn, like Mykelti here.
This is amazing.
I think you can be a rock climber.
This is so cute.
You're putting your bottom as a wedge, and then you push your legs up.
I can only go so far. The heights freak me out.
Good job, you rock.
That's adorable.
Right
Shoot.
about there is my dad's ranch.
Not me like leaning forward as if I'm going to see something.
We don't have to be public figures right now. I'm very excited to get my mother's reaction on painting the house.
I hope she loves it.
I hope she cries.
18 years
We've been sister wives.
Their little grandma outfits are so cute. Oh my goodness.
Just look at you guys. What have you done to my house? Look at that.
Oh, she's so cute. I love her voice. Oh my goodness. This is all so adorable. Gosh darn it. Wow. Also, not me saying gosh darn it. I remember in that house, one time I was just like pressing random keys on her piano and she was like, Gwendolyn, you have a gift. I was like, thank you, Grandma Janelle.
It's like it has a halo around it. Oh!
I love when my mom said, I hope she cries, as if she wasn't like, as if she didn't know that she did cry. Because when you're on the set, people don't really think about this often, but like when you're on the set, it probably around a month, maybe a little less after the footage had taken place. So I love that my mom said that, like, even though she had already known, I bet that she was just like, people are going to be so impressed with my guessing skills. And also, this trip was when I found out, I'm pretty sure for the first time, that Janelle and my dad were technically siblings. Is it in-law or step-siblings? I think it's step-siblings. I'm pretty sure this was the one that I found out that they were step-siblings. And I was so weirded out. And everybody was like, Gwendolyn, stop, you're being rude. And I was like, okay, my bad. I was like, now I'm like used to it. But I was so valid to be weirded out by that. But at the same time, you know the movie Clueless, where like that beautiful blonde lady gets with Paul Rudd, and they were like technically step-siblings? Like, it's a little bit of that. But also, that was also weird too. So that was when I first discovered that. So many things happened that trip. So many things changed too. Also, Samuel, he aged really well, especially for somebody that grew up on a farm in Wyoming. I don't know, maybe Wyoming, the UV radiation isn't as bad there, but that's wild to me because he is not as wrinkly as you would expect a little white boy on a little ranch to be, especially like maybe he didn't use sunscreen. Every single summer, the boys would always come back with these insane like redneck farmer tans. They were always so proud of them too, especially Gabriel. He was like, yeah, I'm a man now. I'm a big kid. I don't know when he stopped doing that, but after a little bit, they stopped going on the ranch. It was a lot of fun to be on the ranch. That trip was just such a brown trip that it took 3 days, even though it was only an 8-hour trip. I'm so glad I did not inherit that trait from my father, or the unluckiness. Because that's just every single second there's another problem. I'm glad that this one was a full episode. Part of me, again, was worried that it was going to be like, oh, so boring and stuff. But it was nice to be able to remember it. I feel like most people are going to be like, Gwendolyn, of course you remember it. You were there. That's how your memories work. But the thing is, like, while I was there, I also forgot a lot of the things that like happened. And not only forgot, but I also wasn't able to place those memories with certain things, and it felt good. And I feel like I'm about to get a lot of memories back. That's that part when they were going to take photos at the place and Robin was like, oh no, what happened now? That poor girl. But that was nice. I liked that there was a break, a little calmingness, a little step into some of the other things that we do with our lives. And it was sweet to just calm down a little bit. And the second episode is called The Price of Polygamy. So it's gonna get a little bit sadder, a little bit more into the seriousness. And I'm pretty sure this is the season that we get kicked out, so to speak, of Utah. And so while excited is the wrong word to use, I seem to not be able to come up with any other words. And so I'm excited to see that. But thank you for watching this one with me. If you're interested, please subscribe and we can watch the rest of the episodes together. You can also see what other content I plan on bringing out. And also, if you enjoy this, please like. If you have anything to say, please comment. Maybe just say hello. I do look at the comments often. I should respond more. I might have mentioned this before, but sometimes I'll just like smile at them softly because I'm like worried that if I say anything or if I like a comment, it'll become an article, because I feel like the smallest things become articles, which is so random to think about. It makes me feel so narcissistic. But yes, if you enjoyed this, please like, and please stay tuned for the next episode, which I plan on bringing out in exactly a week from now. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.